Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel today. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I wanted to do for you a current everyday makeup routine, like if you're not a YouTuber. So I've seen a lot of videos on natural makeup looks that other YouTubers do, and they look beautiful and gorgeous, but it requires a lot of makeup and a decent amount of time, and I just don't have any time for that in the morning because I get up at 5:15 or 5:30 and I don't have time for a full face of makeup. So I wanted to do a little video showing you guys how I get ready in the morning with just a few makeup products to really brighten and define my face. And I really do feel like when I walk out the door, I don't look like, I haven't had sleep. I don't look like I have, a sinus infection, which is what's currently going on because San Antonio is inundated with cedar and mold, and it's killing me. I'm allergic to all of it. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys a few simple steps that you can do every day that are easy to brighten and define your face if you are not a YouTuber. So if you are interested in seeing that, stick around. Also, if you are new to my channel and you find this video useful or helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Hit the little bell next to it and you will be notified each time I post a new video. So with that, let's get started. So today, the first thing that I am gonna do, well, first let me tell you, I put sunscreen on my face, then I put eye cream, then I primed with the Too Faced Peaches and Cream mattifying primer. I don't love that stuff, I have to be honest with you. I don't think that it makes my skin look that amazing. I much prefer my Korres mattifying primer, and lately I've actually been using the Too Faced Hangover RX because my skin's been a little bit dry, which is probably what I should have used today. Because I don't know, with winter my skin's been like a little bit more dry, and that's more of a moisturizing primer. So anyway, I have primed my face, I've primed my eyes, and a couple of months ago, well, a long time ago, when I first started my channel about a year ago, I did an everyday makeup routine, which is like brightening and defining, and that's basically what this is again. A lot of you guys were not subscribed to my channel at that time. It's not a repeat video. I'm using different products and doing slightly different things, but the basic idea is the same. You want to basically brighten your face and define your eyes because that is what people look at every day. Of course, if you have more acne-prone skin, which is how I was when I was young, you're going to want to put some foundation on. That is how I got into makeup. My skin was terrible. I had oily skin. I was trying to cover up my acne. And like back in the day, if I'd been watching this video, foundation would have been an absolute must. Now that I'm in my 40s, I've got a skin routine where, for whatever reason, I'm just not breaking out like I used to, and I don't use foundation every day. All I do is conceal. So if you are a person that's got acne, just add foundation to this routine, and it's still a very easy, brightening makeup routine that does not require a lot of time. It's gonna take a few minutes because I'm gonna talk you guys through it, but with that, let's get started. So the first thing I do once I have primed and put on my sunscreen and all of that is I take recently I've been using my Maybelline Better Skin. It's so funny because I was watching Tati the other day and she was saying this was like such a fail. She hated it because it doesn't give a huge amount of coverage. However, for every day when I am going to work, like I don't want to wear heart-shaped tape. Like that is not a work, kind of concealer for me. That is a weekend going out, full coverage foundation that I would wear if like my face was like perfected. But I think this is a fabulous everyday concealer if you're not a YouTuber. If you just want to put on a little bit of something to cover up a little bit of discoloration under your eyes and brighten, I think this is a really good option. So I just put some under my eyes, and you can put kind of a lot of this. It's not like Shape Tape where you've got to put like a dot. So I just do that because I take that amount and I put it everywhere that I have any redness on my face. So I just blend it under my eyes. This is my Real Techniques. They're concealing brushes. They were on sale over the holidays. They're really actually lovely for concealing, and I will link them below. I saw them at my local grocery store the other day. So I just bring it down a little bit because I have a tiny bit of redness in my cheeks, and then I do the same thing on the other side. And you're going to notice immediately that my face is super brightened just from that one step. I also bring it a little bit around my nose, and I do the tip of my nose because the tip of my nose tends to get red, especially right now when I'm blowing it all the time. I just bring it around my nose. And then, like, if you have any redness, like in your chin or your forehead area, you can do the same thing. You can even add more. I don't. I just take what's left over on the brush, and that just mattifies a little, and also it'll brighten the center of your face up. So that's it. That's what I do as far as concealer is concerned. Then I take whatever powder. The powder that I'm trying to like get rid of right now is my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder. Look, the writing's like totally coming off. But guess what, guys? I hit pan. Hooray! Check it out. Isn't that great? So I used up my It Cosmetics, what is it called? I forgot. My It Cosmetics powder like 6 months ago, and my goal has been to just get rid of some of my powders because I have so many. And this one I'm getting there. I don't like this as much as the It Cosmetics one, but I do like it. And I am going to be using my Sephora Pro Contour Brush, which I actually think is really good for under eye, to set my under eyes. And then I take a bigger brush, which is just a big powder brush. This is a Bobbi Brown powder brush. I don't recommend getting this. It's just too expensive, and I think there are great powder brushes that you can get for much cheaper, like, say, the new, what are they? The new Wet n Wild Pro brushes. Get one of those. It's like they have big powder brushes. Don't waste your money on a Bobbi Brown brush. And then I just powder my whole face. Next, I am going to take my Too Faced bronzer because it's a tiny bit luminous, and I feel like for every day it just brings a little bit of life and brightness back to my face. I just take this, I dab my brush in it, and I do my forehead a little bit. Let me move my hair out of the way here. I just do my forehead. I put a little bit on my cheeks. If this is looking imperfect, it's because I'm using the viewfinder. And then a tiny bit on my jaw. And that just brings some color and light to my face. And, you know, before I really wore makeup a bunch, I always wondered what, like, bronzers were for because, you know, I don't want to look like totally bronzed like it's the summer. But what they're great for is just bringing a little bit of color back to your face if you're a little bit sallow or a little bit pale. So this is a really great option if you want something luminous. Too Faced also has a matte, a completely matte one. If you're not familiar with makeup, if you're a person that doesn't buy a ton of makeup, in their chocolate line. I'll link that below too. The next thing I do is I take some kind of blush, whatever kind of blush. Today, I am gonna take the Cindy Luminizer. So if you guys saw in my products that I never reach for video, I will either link that below or put it in the cards. I have been trying products that I never reach for, and I have really been loving some of them, and one of them is the Cindy Luminizer. It is not really a highlight, it's really a blush. It has got this peachy tone, and it just brings, it's just got a very natural glow to it when you put it on your cheeks. So I've just been putting that on my cheeks in the morning to bring a little bit of color into my skin. And it's got, like I said, a little bit of a sheen to it. It is not like highlighty, so you're not gonna have like shimmer all over your cheeks or anything like that. It's just got a little bit of a sheen. And then the next thing I am going to do is take my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder. This is like my favorite thing ever. And I'm just gonna contour my nose. I know that contouring is not something most people do every day, but I contour my nose every day to make it look thinner. And so I just do that. I do the end. And that's it. I don't contour my cheeks every day, just my nose. And then the next thing I do is I take some kind of highlighter and I just put a little bit on the center of my nose and the tops of my cheeks. I really am liking this Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. When it came out, it did not get a ton of hype. People didn't love it. And I think the reason is because it had like a spray over, which looked like sparkly, but this has no glitter in it. Once you get that spray over, I don't know why Benefit does that. Why do they do that? Do you guys find that annoying? It's like so misleading. But once you get that top layer off, it does not have any glitter in it, but it's a very natural highlight. And in fact, what it reminds me of is the Laura Geller vanilla highlighter, which is a very natural highlighter. That's got more of a whitish creamish tone, and this has more of a pinkish tone. But it's a great everyday highlighter because you're not strobing. It just brings a little bit of light to your skin and your face. And so I just do a little bit of that. I am not very precise about it because at 5:30 in the morning I'm not feeling that. And then the next thing I do is my eyes. So you guys have seen this before on my channel. I love the ColourPop eyeshadows just to put on my eyes with my finger in the morning. I don't usually have the patience to mess around with a full eyeshadow look in the morning, and if you're not a YouTuber, you probably don't either. So there are lots of different colors that you can use. If you've been on my channel for any amount of time, you know that Acorn is one of my favorites. They're all neutral colors that all they do is brighten your eyes. They just make your eyes look a little bit more awake and bring some light to your face. So I'm gonna show you a couple that I use. So Acorn is one of them. I'll put that all over my eye, and I may top it with something else just to show you what you guys can do so easily. So this is Acorn. It's just, if you go to the ColourPop website, what you should look for is something that's got either a satin or a pearlized finish. Many of their eyeshadows have a ton of glitter in them. So if you're looking for something more natural and everyday, just narrow it down to their satin or pearlized eyeshadows. So that's Acorn, and it just brightened up my eye a little bit. Do you guys see that? And you can add to that by adding another color. So there are lots of colors. Let me give you some other ideas. There's the one, which is actually, I think, it's satin. And it's also just a light pink color. I'll swatch that for you on my hand. It's gonna be hard to see, and my hands are like dry, you guys. That is the one. Just to give you guys some other options. Other ones that I have frequently used are Supermodel, which is satin, and it has a little bit more yellow in it if you would prefer something more yellow. And that's it. That's more yellow. That's got a little bit more pink. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. Another really good one is Girly, which is pearlized if you want something with a little bit more pearl. And that is it. You see it's got a nice sheen to it. And then lastly is Valley Girl. Valley Girl is pearlized also. And if I can get it open, there we go. So this one's really pretty. It's also got a little bit more of a yellow undertone. And that's it right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take this one and I'm gonna just put it over the other one on my lid because it's gonna have a little bit more of a glow. And you can layer these easily, guys. Prime your eyes so that they don't crease, but it'll just give my lids a little bit more of a pop. So easy. And then I just bring that into the corner with my finger because I don't have time for brushes at this time of day when it's 5:30 in the morning. It's not 5:30 now, but it's 5:30 when I'm usually doing this. So, and then I just bring it into the corner and it just brightens up my eyes and my face. So if you guys are looking for just a quick, easy makeup look, I can't recommend the ColourPop shadows enough. You don't want to mess with brushes and all that. The next thing that I do is I take my eyeliner because I really want to define my eyes. When at least for me, I think for everybody, I don't think it's just me. I wear an operating room mask half of my life, so people are just seeing my eyes. But if you're anybody, like even if people are seeing your whole entire face, if you're not trying to cover up acne, people are looking at your eyes when they talk to you. So the thing that you really want to make pop are your eyes. So I feel like it's worth lining your eyes just to give your eyes a little bit more oomph. So I'm going to use my Smashbox. I think I'm out. It's my Smashbox Always Sharp, and I think it's done because it's not sharpened. So I'm going to have to get a new one of these. And then I just tight line my eyes. I just do it right at the line of just to make my lashes look thicker. And I don't wing it or anything like that. And then I bring it down to the bottom a little bit. I hear my husband and daughter, they just came home from dropping my sons at Sunday school. So we might have a little munchkin running in the room in a minute. So it does not have to be perfect because nobody notices. Hi Mia. Uh-oh. You brought me coffee. Thank you. Do you want to say hello on camera? Say hi.
Hi.
This is Mia. She's my baby girl. Isn't she cute, you guys? I love this kid. She's such a munchkin. Thank you for the coffee. That's it. That's all I do is I line my eyes to make them a little bit more defined. And then I go to mascara next. So the mascara that I've been loving lately is this Maybelline Temptation one. I shouldn't say lately, I've been using it for like a week, but I really do like it. I actually like it better than the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. I just find that the brush it's not as clumpy. There's not as much product, which like clumps on my lashes. And I've just really been liking this. I have not worn it on a 24-hour call yet, so I don't know like how it's gonna last in comparison to say my Maybelline Rocket Volume, which totally lasts overnight and doesn't like flake or rub under my eyes or make me look like a raccoon, but I do like the way it performs so far in terms of separating my lashes and giving me volume. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna curl my lashes really quick because I do that every day, and then I am going to prime my lashes with my Lancome Booster XL. I don't think you should waste your money on this. It's $12. I always get the little one, but you can get the L'Oreal one, which is like $7 or $8. And I feel like it works just as well. So I prime my lashes because I really do feel like it makes them more voluminous. And then I add my mascara.
Mommy, I got it right.
Sorry, Bubs. Okay, so then I add the mascara. Okay, so that is my mascara. I usually edit that part out because I think it's so boring to watch people put on mascara, but I put on my Maybelline Total Temptation, which I'm really enjoying. And then I put on my Maybelline Lash Discovery and on the lower lashes, and that really helps to define my eyes as well. And I feel like I'm using the Roden & Fields Lash Boost, which is making my lashes super long, and what always ends up happening is that as I look up, the black gets on my eyelid, so I end up having to like correct that with my micellar water. So if you guys can see that black, sorry, but I'll fix it. Anyway, that defines my eyes. I quickly do my brows. Did I even put my brow stuff in here? Oh, good grief. Let me grab my brow stuff. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, so I have my brow stuff. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. This is the old packaging because I bought a bunch of backups when they had like a 20% off, and it's taken me this long to get to this one. So it's the old packaging, but it's a new one. And I just quickly sweep that through my brows. Oh, good grief, Fisher, seriously. I really like my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I'm really struggling with myself today, guys. This is like... But in the mornings, I usually don't have the patience for that, so I just do this. It's just easier and faster. And it defines my brows and shapes my face. So that is it. That is what I do for my makeup on an everyday basis. And what is a really, really good way to do your makeup if you just want a nice natural look. I don't think many YouTubers post videos with such minimal makeup, but I wanted you guys to see what you can do to brighten and define your face, to really make your eyes pop very easily, very quickly. Obviously, it's not that quick because I'm talking today, but that is what I do. The next thing I do is I line my lips because I have a really, really small upper lip. I did not mean to just use that finger. Sorry, you guys. So I'm trying to run out of this lip liner. I'm trying to use it all up. It's Bobbi Brown Heather Beige. I don't even think they make this color anymore. Excuse me, guys. And I line my lips. Since I have no upper lip, I really need to define that. And I go more for a lip gloss look on a regular basis with work because I just think it's more natural. So I go more for like a lashy / lip gloss look. So the lip gloss that I am loving right now is the Neutrogena Hydra Boost. And this is in the shade 40, Pink Sorbet. These are so moisturizing, you guys. They're a little bit expensive. They're like near $10, but the reason that I like them is because they have hyaluronic acid in them, so they really do lip plump, but they don't burn at all. They're not minty, they're not tingly, but they do have hyaluronic acid, which is really good for making your lips more plumpy. Same with your skin. If you put any kind of face product with hyaluronic acid on, it will plump, like it will reduce fine lines because it helps to plump your skin. The only issue I have with this lip gloss is that the doe foot applicator is really big and it's hard to get back in the tube, but it is super pretty and moisturizing and not at all sticky and so nice. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Like, how beautiful is that? Look, now I'm going to struggle to get it back in. It's like ridiculous. But that is it. That is what I do on an everyday basis. That is so easy, so natural, but definitely wakes my face up and makes it look like I, you know, haven't been lacking in sleep, or, you know, it just covers up the bags, defines my eyes, and makes me look like I can get out of the house looking like I tried a little bit. So I hope that that was helpful for you guys. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye.